the 20 to the 21-yard line. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. And a glance here at the vet. He's got a lot of years under his belt in the National Football League.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
2nd and 10. They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. They'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback. And
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
And the win last week, punted 4 times as this one's away. Fair catch called for, no gimme in these conditions, but he's able to look this one in. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his 2nd year in the NFL now.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Jordan. Throw left side complete. That's Allen. That one a first down pickup of 8. Operating from the gun. Jordan. He finds his target, Allen. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jordan. This will be caught just inside the 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 2 yards left on 2nd down from the 9. Back to throw again. Touchdown! It's the fullback. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dragons will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Picking up where they left off before the open week that they had last week, as they won going into that, and no signs of being stale.
No, and that's really big for them because there's a trust factor that goes into this, because what often happens, if you win the game before your open week, you usually get more time off. But if you win the game before the open week, get more time off, and don't play well the next time out, that goes away. So they're making a statement that they like that time off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And good coverage there on special teams as he'll get him down shy of the 20. The Titans coming back onto the field for their 2nd drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. He finds his man, complete. It's Batts. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They run the counter. Stockton. And the defense closes quickly there, and he'll get maybe a yard to the 33. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. McMillan. And his throw is incomplete. But you look at this defense, and they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
A 40-yard punt, no return, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. This defense for the Titans, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, and maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Dancing away at the 30. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And it'll be Titan football. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Stockton. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. Here's 3rd and 7. Off play action. McMillan. He's going to air one out. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Titans. A great effort there. 63 yards. And the Titans are an extra point away from evening this one up. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Honolulu offense set to take over possession of the football. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. It gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Under a minute to go, clock running, and a back-and-forth first quarter of play. On 1st and 10, Jordan. And he slings one that's incomplete.
That open man that time ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. McMillan. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. They'll try the left side. Stockton, and down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. When you look at this defense, and they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover.
And he shoves himself free. And down inside the 15 he goes. A little costly there. You wipe out the first down. You also move further back.
No doubt about it. So you went from moving the sticks to them staying in the same spot, except for that one guy carrying the yard marker. He moves back farther.
Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. McMillan. And incomplete on the deep ball. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in week 4, and it was the visiting Titans who were victorious in that one, so now they'll look for the sweep here back home in Nashville. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Titans have taken the lead. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Now the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Well, the Honolulu offense making its return to the field now. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 2nd down and 4. Back to throw. Jordan firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
From the gun on third down, Jordan. And that will be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Tennessee offense set to go again. Now their last 2 drives both ending in touchdowns. It's gotten them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness... it's been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
On 2nd down now, Callaway. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. So here are the Titans to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. McMillan. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Now a give right side. Stockton. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
Operating from the gun, McMillan. That's to the pylon and incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great play there. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle, and it's now 21-7. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Honolulu offense making its return to the field now. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Jordan. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down. So they bring out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. Now a fair catch taken, maybe a yard or two shy of midfield. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Throwing to start the drive. McMillan, he finds his man, complete. That's Bass. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Operating from the gun. McMillan will get this into the hands of Dillon, complete. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. On 1st down, Stockton, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. McMillan. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Titans take a 3-touchdown lead. Well, only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talked to us about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Honolulu offense set to take over possession of the football. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Back to throw. Jordan. Throwing left side, it's complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 37 yards.
As a general manager, you're counting on your first and second round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you've got something going, and we're seeing one right here.
Yeah, plays like that lead me to believe that they found a diamond in the rough. Throwing on first down, Jordan. And this one nearly picked off. Yeah, kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Touchdown! A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dragons are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL, but I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes, because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL here on this first day of November. We'll start up at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. And it's the Colts on top as that one approaches halftime. The Colts trying to hold on and claim victory. Next, we take a trip down the coast to Miami to check on the Dolphins at home at Hard Rock Stadium. And you can see they are out in front in that one. The Dolphins seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Finally, we finish at MetLife Stadium to see what's going on with the Jets. As you can see, the score there in the 2nd quarter. The Bucs locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. This offense ready to go to begin this 3rd quarter. And Charles, some things to like about that first half, ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out, continue to throw the ball effectively.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. A big play there. 55 yards.
And normally when you think about huge field flipping plays like this, it's that shifty slot receiver or that burner on the outside. Not here. That's a tight end doing work down the field. Where's the oxygen mask? He's going to need it after that one. A big, big play.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Operating from the gun. Jordan throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
And he's got it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Dragons have got it back to within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point right down the middle. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
On 1st down, McMillan. And that one too wide and incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? Just got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
This now a 3rd and 4. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. They'll look to throw again. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got it. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
That's an excellent read right there. Saw cover one. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
They'll run on first down. Stockton. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. And it'll be intercepted. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Callaway, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
On first and 10, Jordan. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So from the 37, here's second and 3. Up the middle they go. It's Parsons. Shifts by him and shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Throwing on first down, Jordan. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And that is incomplete.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
To throw on third down, Jordan. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4. But found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
But they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
And they'll send out their punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. Yeah, this is a high kick, but it's not going anywhere. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And out will come the offense as they take over. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And the last time out, they had the good drive going. You get in the red zone, they throw the interception. Not their first pick of the game either, so we'll see if they're more careful, more cautious here on this drive.
Yeah, nothing worse than repeat mistakes, right? You end up coughing the ball up, you end up throwing a pick, everything goes awry. And now, points don't go up on the board. I just heard a fan scream out, I thought the idea was to score points. Yeah, they're getting a little restless too.
And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be second down. Looking to throw. McMillan. And that'll be complete to Dillon. So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. This offense on third down today, they've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
That's so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
On first down, McMillan. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Now a handoff up the middle. Stockton, and they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McMillan on the slant. He's got Davis. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down. Stockton. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he returns this to the 22. The Honolulu offense set to take over possession of the football. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Jordan.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Back to throw. McMillan throwing the out route incomplete. It's Bass.
fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Holding offense.
An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play and move on.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Looking to throw. McMillan. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And it'll be third down.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Up the middle they go. Stockton. And the Titans are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. The situation for him offensively as follows. Down by 13, just over 1:40 to play. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Jordan finding Allen. And they'll get to him right away at the 40. On 1st and 10, Jordan. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Throwing again, Jordan. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Throwing on 1st down, Jordan. And this is incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's third down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And this is caught inside the 5. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared, but executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for the Titans, they improved to 5-3 as they approach the halfway point of this 17-game schedule. And they'll get another home date next week as the Raiders will come to town. Meanwhile, for Honolulu, things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.